Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there lived a beautiful girl named Snow White. She was the prettiest girl in the village. One day, the queen of the village asked her magic mirror, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the prettiest one of all?" Every time the mirror would answer, "You are, my queen." However, until Snow White entered the village, the mirror told the queen that Snow White was the prettiest one of all. This made the queen very angry and decided to get revenge from Snow White. So she ordered the huntsman to go after Snow White and kill her. The huntsman kidnapped the poor girl and took her to the woods. Seeing how beautiful she was, he couldn't kill her. He told her to go deep into the woods and to never come back. Snow White ran and ran until she spotted a small cottage. She entered the small house, found a comfy bed, and slept from how tired she was. This house belonged to the 7 dwarfs. They entered the house and found Snow White sleeping in their bed. They welcomed her in their home and were very excited to have her. Every day the 7 dwarfs would go to work early in the morning. They told Snow White not to open the door for anyone. One morning the evil witch knew Snow White was still alive. She decided to kill her herself. She made a potion that would make the girl dive into a deep sleep and won't wake up until she was kissed by a prince. She put the potion in an apple, made herself look like an old lady, and went to the woods to trick Snow White. Suddenly, Snow White heard a knock on the door. It was an old lady. She ordered her to open the door, but Snow White told her that she could not because she promised the dwarfs not to. She felt bad for the old lady and opened the door for her, then took the apple from the old lady who was secretly the witch and ate it. She got poisoned and fell into a deep sleep. The 7 dwarfs came home, only to see the poor little girl laying on the floor with an eaten apple next to her. They knew she was poisoned, but thought she was dead. So they mourned her death. Their cries were so loud that a prince nearby heard them and came to see the problem. He saw a beautiful girl sleeping. He couldn't help but come close to her and kiss her. Snow White woke up from her deep sleep. Everyone was so happy that she was alive. She fell in love with the prince, they got married, and lived happily ever after. The end.